everyone, welcome to Adventures in TV Land. And this video, we are making our journey back home. Our trip in and through Ohio is coming to a close. And so this is our return journey home. We're going to stop at a few sites along the way, just kind of take our leisurely time there. And this is just a recording of that journey. So I hope you enjoy. And let's get started. So I've stopped off to get some gas. It looks like a couple of old boilers or water heaters. One of them's just painted purple, lavender. The other one, it's a Minion. We are now in Greenville, Ohio. We've come to the Garst Museum here. There are a few sites here in Greenville I'm going to stop off and see. And they're all connected to Annie Oakley. So stay tuned for future and further videos about those things. Right, here's the historical marker. It's Annie Oakley, who also got the name Little Sure Shot from Sitting Bull, who later became a very good friend of hers. We are still in Greenville, Ohio at the moment, getting ready to leave. They have a park here dedicated to Annie Oakley, which includes this Annie Oakley statue. There's a different historical marker here about Annie Oakley than the one at the Garst Museum. There is this mural here to Zachary Lansdowne, who is the captain of America's first rigid airship, the Shenandoah, which tragically blew apart and crashed. Cool mural here, Annie Oakley. Barn mural. We have now made a stop in Brock Cemetery to see a famous grave. I'm making a short stop here in Hollinsburg, Ohio. They're known for having the first rural motorized volunteer fire department in the United States. And we are here at another cemetery, the Harrison Township Cemetery in Hollinsburg. All right, we are leaving Ohio. It says, "Come back soon to Ohio, the heart of it all," which means we have entered the state of Indiana. Indiana, 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 Indiana. And there it is. There's the state sign. More to discover in Indiana. Man, this intersection here is pretty bumpy. Woohoo! And since I've just entered Indiana, it's time to make a pit stop. So we're using the rest area. Made a stop in Terre Haute, Indiana, to see the Larry Bird Museum. And on the building next door, the Copper Bar, they have this giant mural of a Sports Illustrated issue of good old Larry Bird. In Terre Haute, Indiana still, in front of the Swope Art Museum, there's a sculpture. It's called the Spirit of Space. There it is, Larry Bird statue, over 17 feet tall, taller than Magic Johnson's statue in Michigan State. And right next here, there's actually a historical marker. Just an interesting little marker. We were stopping at Highland Lawn Cemetery here in Terre Haute to do a couple videos. Here are one of the graves we were visiting today. Stay tuned for a future video about this person. We are now leaving the state of Indiana and entering Illinois, the land of Lincoln. Stopped here in Marshall, Illinois, where the world's largest gavel is located. In addition to the world's largest gavel, Marshall has a lot of murals around town. So I just want to stop, get a few. They also have a bunch of these fiberglass lions. And maybe someday I'll come back and make a video about all the fiberglass lions. Here's a historical marker. This building, the Archer House, was erected in 1841 and has been in continuous use as a hotel. It was an important stagecoach stop, and many important people, including Abraham Lincoln and Grover Cleveland, stayed here. Another mural about dogs and suds. Sitting in front of the eye care place. This lion has glasses. There's a lion in front of this outdoor performance pavilion. Just remember, if you ever come to Illinois, no matter where you go in the state of Illinois, Abraham Lincoln is watching. He's always watching. All right, there's a mural of the famous stone bridge here in Marshall. And I think we'll just make a quick stop there to check it out. The old stone arch bridge. There's a placard here in this local park, the Veterans Memorial Park in Martinsville, about the National Road. And just across the street from here a really big anvil from the Rowe Foundry. Rowe Foundry anvil. Now we're still here in Martinsville, the site of the Martinsville Ag Fair, and it says here, home of the world's largest horseshoe. However, I do not believe that this horseshoe actually has been certified as being a world's largest item, but it is a really big horseshoe nonetheless. Oh, and there in the background you can see a horse on the track. That's pretty cool. I'm now in Casey, Illinois, and the main reason I stopped here was because 4 years ago I was here. The world's largest golf club was not on display, and then last year when I came through it was too dark to make a video of it, so I was going to stop by to make a video specifically about the world's largest golf club, but once again it is not on display. It is in the shop undergoing repairs. So I will have to come back to Casey some other time to make that video. And there is the world's largest wind chime. I'm hungry, so I'm going to stop here at the Whistling Whimsy Cafe to get a bite to eat. There's a giant ear of corn carved out of a tree. And those are the world's largest. At one time they were the world's largest knitting needles. This is kind of neat, something very special and unique I've never seen before. But a black chair left in remembrance of all the POWs and MIAs that have served this country. 91,000 American soldiers are unaccounted for. Thank you for your service. God bless you all. Alright, we have here in front of a butcher shop a giant piggy bank. And there's the world's largest rocking chair. And in front of the library here, there's a giant bookworm. And there we have the world's largest teeter-totter. There's the world's largest twizzle spoon. We are just outside of Greenup, Illinois now, where there is the Cumberland County Covered Bridge. We are now in T-Topless, Illinois. here's the National Road placard about Tea Topless. Community built on faith. Don't want to forget the two people hanging from the ladders in the windows. So I'm stopped at my rest area. This will be my final rest area stop, my final stop of my trip. I'm kind of lucky this one is open because in Illinois, I don't know why, it seems like every other rest area is closed, sometimes even more than one in a row. Like this side headed west, this one was open, but if you were headed east on the other side of the interstate, that one is closed. Well, our journey has now come to a close. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you disliked, hit the dislike button. Until next time, that's a wrap.